Yo, another Thursday. What's going on, kings and queens? I like your outfit.
Thank you.
You got the whole Nove hat, Nove shirt. Yeah. We got to talk about that. We need to know how we can get apparel like that. How the people can get apparel like that.
Right. Then my hat has the LAT on the back end, like right here.
And what the LAT stand for?
Leadership Advisory Team.
Come on, Leadership Advisory Team. Yeah. See, we got to talk about that, man. That's custom, y'all. That's what's up.
Yeah, but one thing I want to put out there, I know we are live right now, but one thing that I do want to put out there is this company is amazing. I mean, I got a call from the CEO of the company, because of what I'm going through and everything. And that's super huge. I mean, a lot of people join companies and the CEO don't even know who you are. They don't even know your name, Right. Y'all take ill and it's a wrap. But I love my company. It's like my extended family. I love you. I love Promise. So I'm just over here just feeling all the love, and I thank you guys. But yeah, I'm gonna turn the music down a little bit. And it's not a secret, because I want the world to know what's really going on out here with this pandemic, you know what I'm saying? But the devil is a lie. The devil is a lie. But yeah, so you guys, thank you for tuning in on Thursday Night C.R.E.A.M with Kim's Credit Leverage, where I teach you how to leverage what you have in order to get what you desire. We are here with multi-millionaire Calvin Allen, my mentor, my friend, my car rental mogul. He's teaching me so much about life and so much about business, you guys. So yeah, welcome to Thursday Night C.R.E.A.M. We're gonna get through this. I'm just gonna put it out, y'all. Yep, go ahead, take it away, Calvin.
Nah. Look, I don't want to take too much of your shine, because you got a different type of shine. But what's going on, y'all? It's your man, Neighborhood Cal, and you already know. We are doing another live training right now. So if you got any comments, any questions, any concerns, anything, go ahead and let us know. First of all, let us know where you chiming in from. You know what I'm saying? Let us know where you're chiming in from. Let us know, what you're doing. And, what brought you even on here. If this is your first time, man, I think this is like our episode like 28 or something like that. We've been doing it for a couple months. We've been being faithful. Just trying to give back information, give you information, good, like real life access information. You know what I mean? That you can go and do and, and become, a step, a step closer to, financial freedom. So, that's pretty much what we do. We talk about credit. We talk about home equity. Homes, houses, properties, just different things of becoming an entrepreneur and a person, right? We just give it all. So I know Miss Kim about to give y'all some information real quick, and then we're going to jump right into it. We might have a couple guests on here. What's going on, Kings? Hey, if we could get him on here, I want to get him on one of our lives. If we could get him on here, Arsenio, if we could get you on, bro. Send us your email, and I'm gonna try to see if you could get on right now. I want you to get on the live, bro, because I know I've been trying to get you on the live, and that's one of our Nove affiliates too. Hungry King, you know what I mean? Like he understand what he want. He just most definitely need to continue on, looking for that supervision, and he been doing that. So he been reaching out, man, and he an awesome guy, man. So if you could hop on, bro, like that'd be smooth. Miss Kim, what you was about to talk about? What you was about to talk about, though?
I wasn't really gonna talk about much or whatever. I was just gonna say when I was doing traveling, how I took sick a little bit, but I'm not claiming that. Arsenio did send us his email, so I'm gonna send him the invite. Okay. How we not gonna let the whole pandemic thing upset us or take our shine or stop us, you know what I'm saying? Right. And so how we just have to stay persistent and don't let anything hold us back, you know what I'm saying? It ain't over to the fat ladies saying it ain't no fat ladies running around here. So
but Washers, what happened if the fat lady do sing?
When the
Well,
fat
why she
lady,
gotta be fat? It's some skinny people that can sing too.
I don't know. I don't know. That's his
I know,
own
I know,
saying.
I know.
I needed the laughter, but yeah, I just wanted to thank everybody for the well wishes and stuff like that. I really appreciate, like I said, my brotherhood and my sisterhood and everybody that's out
Your
there
tribe,
supporting
your
my
family.
tribe.
Yeah,
Yep, thank you
yeah,
guys.
yeah,
So
yeah.
Arsenio, I'm gonna go ahead and send you an invite. 1 second, okay? So you're gonna see me go off the screen for a little bit, multimillionaire.
Am I still gonna be live?
You are still live, yes, sir.
I'm cool with that. So look, y'all, this is what we need to do. If you just now coming in, first time coming in, I'm Neighborhood Cal, also known as Credit Cal. This is Miss Multi-Millionaire Kim. We come here every Thursday, same time, 8 p.m. Eastern time, 6 p.m. Mountain time, 5 p.m. Pacific time. Just to give you guys, information on credit, how to build credit, what is credit about, how to utilize your credit, how to, what depth, financial, just like really all in all, financial understanding, right? We're giving you financial understanding and awareness. So now you understand how to maneuver in this game called life, right? And it's exciting. I mean, we talk about stuff as far as like real estate investing. Man, ask any type of questions about real estate, it will get answered. I mean, we talk about cars, ATMs, other businesses. I mean, we just bring so many. I mean, we also involve other people. So if this is your first time on here, thank you, thank you, thank you. Go ahead, like, share, subscribe. Even if you're on YouTube or you watching on here, give us a thumbs up or just let us know where you're chiming in from. And please always remember to bring somebody in, because that's how we all go multiply, right, together. I ain't trying to be like a crab in a bucket. I'm trying to go ahead and lift everybody up so everybody else can lift everybody up. You know what I'm saying? Crabs don't lift everybody up; they bring them down. And you know what? The whole, you want to know the craziest thing about it, like a real true story. Like the crabs in the bucket, they bring them down because of ignorance. They don't bring them down because they hating. You know what I'm saying? Like that's that. I don't know if people understand it. Like when crabs bring other crabs down, they don't bring them down because they mad. That's because they ignorant. Like they, you know what I'm saying? Like that's just what they do. You know what I'm saying? Is they gotta grab on something to come up, and the only way they feel like is grabbing on somebody else. So to me, it's not hating. It's just because it's ignorance, and we perish for the lack of knowledge, right? So we perish because we ignorant, because we don't want to educate ourselves. So man, if you own here, and if we can't help you, send our information to somebody else that it can help. You know what I'm saying? And please just do yourself a favor and try it though. You may not never know what won't help you until you try it. And a lot of people have been trying everything that we've been saying, and I promise you, 100% have all got results, good results. Am I lying, Miss Kim?
No, you are not lying. You are not lying. I'm super proud of you. I'm super excited to be alongside of you, spreading the knowledge and the information in order to help people grow. That's what we do. That's what we've been doing. I did take a look at when we first started this, and it was actually January 11th. So we've been on here consistently for going on what, 8 months.
8 months.
Mm-hmm.
8 months.
So, and I just talked to Arsenio. He said he's at work, so he'll try us another day.
Okay.
But we do
Somebody
have.
else just about to come on too though, so he about to send me this email. I'm gonna send it to you. He want to
Okay,
ask some questions about credit.
awesome. So
But
yeah, I didn't have a lot of stuff prepared. I just been lazing around trying to get up my strength and everything. But I did have this thing about 8 secrets to home ownership in 12 months or less.
okay,
Did you want to talk about home ownership? Do you want to talk about credit? I'm
let's
just
just
super excited
talk.
to be. Let's
Yep.
just talk. Let's
Yeah,
run
let's
it.
just talk. Let's just talk, because it's all gonna come around and it's all gonna tie into each other. That's a big part of it. So this
Okay.
this is really gonna help people. You know what I'm saying? Until people start really, giving us certain questions and asking us certain stuff, then we can direct that right there, right? So a lot of times we just gonna talk, and just when people hear our conversation, they know, if it's needed for them or not.
Absolutely. That's super dope. So yeah, let's talk about what we got going on for the week. I do know that you're helping me to close on some deals here with my home and going into a bigger home. Hopefully, well, not hopefully, but within the next couple of months here.
Right,
So I'm super excited about that. I know you've been closing a lot more deals left and right.
right,
So what,
right.
you're over what, 200 properties now in your back pocket?
Nah, not yet. There'll be soon. Yeah, not yet. We looking to close. We got for sure two underneath contract. But another eight is right there. You know what I mean? Like they the same people. They actually got more, but we probably gonna just deal with the 10. So I would say probably about like 10. That should be coming up. That we know we for sure gonna get. Doing that and then grabbing other vehicles, having my vehicles. Oh y'all, I will be doing a whole YouTube on explaining the whole process of what happens when your car get and then like damage on Turo. You know what I'm saying? Or you got to file a claim, because I don't think a lot of people is educated on that. And I've been through it a couple times, so it's like, why not teach the people? But I'm going through that right now. You know what I mean? Both my cars, my drop top was in an accident, and then it came back, and then it got like the accident that was fixed wasn't really fixed, so then we had to take it again. And when I went to the, it wasn't cool. So they had my car for about like a week and a half, almost 2 weeks now. And then my Maybach, young guy wrecked my Maybach, and now I got to take that down to the shop too. So, I mean, all that, and then now, so even with that, right? Even with that, I'm losing out on money, right? So I'm losing out on money because now I got to cancel. I got to cancel guests and things of that nature. So I'm gonna be talking about the good, the bad, and the ugly with Turo. You know what I'm saying? Like as it go through, so therefore I can educate the people and let them know, like, man, it still don't stop the grind. And I think that's a big distinguishing factor between the people who want to, like, the winners and the losers. You know what I'm saying? Like the winners, like we fail too. You hear me? Like we fail too. We take a couple steps back too. You know what I mean? Like, but we just don't quit. You hear me? So at the end of the day, like Turo, I know y'all. If y'all ain't doing anything, man, and I hear a lot of people asking me if they can have if you got a couple $1,000s or a couple $100, what would I do? And I'm like, I will go to Turo, like right now. You know what I'm saying? Like, so, and I've been teaching people that. So Turo is pretty dope, man. It's pretty dope, and that's what I'm working with. So stay tuned for that, guys, because I'll be doing tutorials on my YouTube. My YouTube was popping. I try to put a thing on there once a day on my YouTube. I'm up to like almost 100 something videos already.
Nice.
And I just started doing it. So that's giving people education too. You know what I mean? Just so if you can't get with me because I'm always on the move, then check out these YouTube videos, y'all. I'm giving y'all a lot of sweet, smooth, right now game plays, like game movements that you could do, and you can start getting established. So
Right. So tell them, Arsenio said, congratulations. I see people coming in here from our YouTube channel, and also from Credit Cal's business page. I see people coming in from Kim's Credit Leverage as well. So welcome, guys. Go ahead and drop where you're chiming in from. We want to know what part of the country we are reaching. So thank you guys for tuning in. Congratulations on everything you're doing, Calvin. I just had a
who
little,
said that? Somebody said that to me.
what? Congratulations,
Yeah.
Arsenio.
Oh, you said that. Oh, you said. Oh, that was you.
Arsenio and me and everybody. We want to say congratulations. I did have a little situation with one of my cars too. While one of my clients had the lady that rented it for 3 months straight. She ended up taking my car to a shop without me. Without my knowledge. She told me there was knocking under the hood.
I sent you an email too for D. I want to get on the show. Spence.
Do
your text.
Okay. Yeah, let me see. Okay, cool. So yeah, I'll go in and I gotta dip out for a minute and invite him. I'll be right back. Okay.
All right.
Hold it down for me, King.
No doubt. So yeah, if anybody, you know what I'm saying, like y'all most definitely just gotta the mindset, man. Like it's the mindset that allows you to win or lose, right? To understanding the end result is what I start doing a whole lot now, right? So I do like what I call like extra strategies before I even come up with anything. I always think the end result before. And that's actually super dope, because once you start thinking like that, right? Once you start thinking about the end result, and that means you already planned it out, right? And with a plan, when you come across a speed bump, but you might call it a mountain, right? You know what I mean? Like it's a difference. That's a speed bump. Some people call them things in their life Mountains, when it's really a speed bump, it was really meant to slow you down, not to stop you, right? A mountain gonna stop you unless you could go around it, right? You know what I'm saying? Because you ain't probably ain't trying to climb it, but this just a speed bump. So once I start understanding, like I was planning my planning my moves, my lives, and I put everything strategically. When these little speed bumps came, right? When these little speed bumps came, I didn't fold. You know what I'm saying? Like I ain't like I understood like this was part of the game. This is how I understand like this was gonna come with the success. This was gonna come with it. And once you start planning, y'all, like, and I think I'm really the reason why I'm talking about this is because I want people to understand like the power of plan, like they have a plan. Once you start planning and you start strategizing and really like understanding what it is exactly that you want, man, it get a whole lot easier because that's just like reading a book. You know the end result is something has to happen or a movie, right? You know, from a movie. If we knew the movie from the end, I mean, in the end before, then we'd probably be more excited about watching a movie, or you probably wouldn't even pay them that much attention. But you gotta understand, there's always an end, right? So always think with the end in mind. When you think with the end in mind, then that's the beginning of wisdom for real. You know what I'm saying? Like, because people don't think about the end, and that's fear. You know what I'm saying? People fear what they think is coming to an end. So the fear of the Lord is the beginning of wisdom. So it's like think about the end. Think about the end, and that's what I started doing.
Amen. I love that philosophy. I love that. So you said always do things by thinking with the end result,
Yeah,
correct?
with the end results. End
Okay.
results.
Okay. So can you elaborate on that? Like give me an example, if you will.
All right, and I'm glad you asked me that. So an example is all right when I first started doing like Turo, right, and I give you something. It's quick because real estate. I've been in it for a super long time, so I really love it. So I'll be telling you stories. But Turo, when I first got into Turo, I had to understand first of all what is Turo's competitors. You know what I mean? Like I had to understand what was my end result with Turo, right? I knew when I first started with Turo, my thing was, am I going to allow Turo to become what I always wanted to do, or a stepping stone to what I knew, like I knew I could have a competitor with. You know what I'm saying? And I ain't trying to say compete, but my thing is, I knew that's what I wanted, right? So because that's what I wanted, I knew the steps that it took me to actually buy the car and or not even buy, will purchase, get the car, and put it on Turo and know how to calculate it, put the numbers on there. I knew my why, right? So I knew my real reason. So when I started from the end, I started saying like, you know what, I could use Turo as an active cash flow right now, right? So these was my goals, right? So my goals was active cash flow right now, right? Because real estate is a more as a passive, right? So it's like it's there, but it takes time. Active is right now, right? So I'm like, okay, as an entrepreneur, I got to think about an active income. So when I think about an active income, I know I love cars. So my end result was I ultimately I want Turo to pay for my vehicles at the same time me having nice vehicles, right? So I'm like, all right, bam, that's it. But that wasn't the end result. The real end result is I wanted to actually do what Turo was doing before I even knew it was a Turo. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So
Mm-hmm.
my thing was, all right, I would most definitely have no problem working with somebody until I know how to pay homage, and then I'm gonna do my thing, right? So I used to say back in the day, like back in when did I graduate? I graduated in 04, right? Turo wasn't even around, right? So I used to say back then I wanted to rent out my cars for prom, because we used to always have, when we was younger, we used to always have like the little the old heads, the OGs, let us use their cars for proms, right?
Right.
Some of them
Right.
will charge you, but some of them like, nah, you cool. You know what I'm saying? I'm proud of you. And I used to always think like, man, how much money would they make doing that, right? So rent out my cars. I wanted to do it for like certain occasions, right? Turo just came and put on a different platform. So when I started understanding Turo, it took me back to where I knew I always wanted to have, right? So my end result was that's what I wanted, right? But how do I get it? And then I planned it out. And then once I started planning it out, everything came natural. So now, like when I'm teaching you, you are able, like literally, a person who didn't know diddly squat about Turo, like probably, I mean, and correct me if I'm wrong, I probably was the only person, if not one of the first people that even told you about Turo.
Right. You were the first. Like,
Right. So watch this. You learned about Turo. You probably heard Turo. You probably mentioned. You probably heard me say something about Turo. Maybe not even a month. Right. Not even a month. And within that 2 months for sure. Within 2 months, correct me if I'm wrong. Within 2 months, you had two vehicles, right? Two
Right.
vehicles. One of them, we could say for a fact, within a month, you made a little over $5,500 off of one vehicle. You didn't put no money down. I showed you how to get it. You just use your credit and it worked. So my whole philosophy was, if I can learn this, right? Learn this, because this is what I always wanted to do. If I could learn this, and if I could teach it to you, to know somebody who never knew nothing about it, and in 2 months get 2 cars, make over $5,500, and that's just one person. We got a lot of people that I deal with, but you did it, and when you did it, you was able to go ahead and take that, right? I'm like, yo, why don't I go ahead and continue on figuring this thing out and talk about this, because we seeing not just real results, but fast results.
Right. And I think that's one of the reasons why I did go into Turo, because you are still mentoring me about the real estate game and stuff like that. But it was just taking a little time. It's a seller's market right now. It's not a buyer's market. So I was like, this is taking too long. I'm totally down for it. I'm with it and stuff. But do you have a way that I can make some money like now? And so then you told me about Turo, and then I was like, cool, thank you. So yeah, that's on the back end. Wherever I am, my car is making us money. But like Calvin did say, it does take money to make money as well. So you definitely want to make sure you got money in your bank account or whatever, just in the event that you are losing money, because you're still going to have to make those car payments. You know what I'm saying? Luckily for us, we got money in the bank, so we're not really tripping about that. So
but you ain't never had to make no car payment with your own money.
No, I haven't.
Either. I haven't either yet. You know what I'm saying? So it's just the power of knowing timing, and right now it's the timing for Turo. Right now.
Amen.
It's right now.
And we have a Mr. Richard Green in our in the back, in the back, waiting to come on stage. But I just wanted to touch bases on on that Turo thing. It is smoking out here, especially in Colorado Springs. Luckily, when I went
in the states to travel, is Colorado.
Colorado, and then I was able to get one of your Turo cars when I was in Atlanta. So you got cars nationwide. So we keeping it in the family. Yeah. So let me go ahead and bring Richard to the platform. Hello, Mr. Richard Green. How are you?
Good.
Welcome,
good.
King.
How are you? King, Queen. How are y'all?
We
trying to get centered on my camera here. Let me turn a little bit. Okay, there we go. Good to see all of y'all. Yeah, I was just go ahead.
I'm gonna just introduce you real quick, right? So look, guys, who I got coming to the stage. Actually, look, honest to God, first time I'm even meeting this guy, right?
That's right.
First time I seen him on Instagram, Facebook. I was on Facebook early in the day. You know what I'm saying? I think you had closed the deal.
Okay.
Was that you who closed the deal?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. You had closed the deal. You had put some on Facebook. I saluted you. I love to see that.
Yeah.
I saluted you. I gave you my information, and from there you contacted me, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
And then I'm like, you know what? I got a show coming on. So right now I want to introduce y'all to another guy. I'm just now meeting, but I feel like he a king because he doing he got a kingdom mindset. He even also got a podcast that he was telling me about, and I want you to explain to the people about that. But his name is Mr. Glenn King. How you doing? I appreciate you. In case you don't know, really for sure, my name is Neighborhood Cal. You know what I'm saying? Neighborhood Cal. And then right now we got millionaire Miss Kim Connor.
Okay.
And we do this show every Thursday, right? Every Thursday at 8:00 Eastern Time. 5 o'clock Pacific Time, 6 o'clock Mountain Time, and we just educate the people on. It's called C.R.E.A.M. Credit rules everything around me, but bro, we educate everything because we got a credit repair restoration company that we got. We also do real estate. We also do car moguls. We do ATMs. Like we just an entrepreneur, a business.
Mobile streams of income.
Exactly, and we're trying to we spreading it out by giving people the information that they need. You know what I mean? Key information.
Absolutely.
So we've been doing this since January. And pleasure to have you on, man. But that's a little bit.
I appreciate it.
So, King, tell us what's going on with you, man. What's up?
First and foremost, I really appreciate y'all having me on. I really do. I'm excited to be here. Like you said, I do have my own podcast. It's a Mindset Motivation Matters podcast. I'm on all streaming platforms right now. But yeah, I'm excited to be here. Give you a little background on how I started off. I'm an entrepreneur, been a serial entrepreneur all my life. Born and raised in California. That's why when I seen your 213 number, I was like, okay, we definitely have to tap in.
Got me.
But yeah, so grew up in California, born and raised, and now, you know, I'm doing real estate, doing big things. I've had multiple businesses. I've had tattoo shops. I've had recording studios.
Okay.
I've been in the corporate world. I was just recently, over the last almost 15 years, I was a surgical assistant doing surgeries every single day. You know, and I've had different social media businesses, social media marketing.
Okay.
And so where I'm at now in my life. So in 2019, let me give you a little backstory. In 2019, I was in a severe car wreck where it changed my life completely to where I'm at now. The way that I talk now, the way that I interact, the way that I associate, the way that I attract things to myself now is completely different from a couple years ago. And because of that car accident, you know, I've written books. Like I said, I started my podcast. I do motivational speaking now. And then, you know, my life is on a whole nother level. Right. And the name of my first book is called New Levels, No Devils. Hold on. And that's on Amazon. Hold on. Let me see. Here, just show you a quick copy of it real quick. Okay.
Nicole, what's going on, Queen? New Levels, New Devils. That's my man's book. Can you put that one more time for us?
New Levels, No Devils.
No Devil.
New Levels, No Devils.
Oh, come on. New Levels, No Devils. Come on, man.
Man, I'm feeling that 100.
And so I could kind of go into that whole little scenario of how the whole book came about and how the things changed my life and how my mindset has changed, and realizing that anybody, it doesn't matter who you are, you can come out of anything, you know, if you have the right mindset. If you get into any kind of whatever it is, it doesn't even matter. You can come out of it and change your life for the better. Happy. And you can achieve anything that you want in life. If your mind can conceive it and you believe in it enough, you really can have anything that you want in life. And so that's the mission that I'm on now, as far as like sharing my story with the world too, and getting people to understand that, you know, you can have anything that you want in life. And I'm tapping into the right people and connecting myself with the right people because I'm manifesting those things and attracting those things. And I'm bringing those things because I say this is what I want, and that's what is happening. Yeah. And I don't believe that it was by accident that I'm on here, that I'm meeting you, that I'm meeting Kim. None of this is by accident. You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah. It was by plan. You planned it. You spoke it, man. Like, you speak. Regardless of the fact you speak, and it has to happen. You know what I'm saying? Like, regardless of the fact, whether it be a curse or a bless, it got to manifest, right? So the word is like a seed, and that seed is going to be planted, right? And in due time, it's going to reap a harvest. So what is you planting? If the word was a seed and you was always spitting it out, what is you planting every day? You know what I'm saying? Like, what is you planting every day, like, to produce? You know what I'm saying? So that's something to even think about. King, that is amazing, yo. Like, dang, that's amazing.
And what's the name of your book? Hold that up again. Let me create a banner for that bad boy.
And yeah, let's do a banner, and let's get his podcast on there.
New Levels, No Devils. That's right.
New Levels, No Devils.
Oh, see that? Yeah, hold on. Let me put my other hand. The bottom. Put your devils in the dirt finally and forever.
Put your devils in the dirt, finally and forever.
And oh, my bad. Yeah. And so the reason why where the name came from is because after my car accident and I started changing my life and I started meditating, I started reading, and I started saying that, you know, I can dig myself out of this hole, because my car accident put me because what happened was it was a rainy day and I'm sitting in the middle of a road. I'm driving down a little side street going to a Dollar Tree. What's up, King? Good to see you.
Up, man?
And
thank y'all for inviting me.
And I'm sitting in the middle of the street, and a car is coming around the corner, skirting and sliding all over the place, and it's raining. And that car hits a tree, flips midair, starts flipping, and lands completely on top of me. We windshield to windshield. I'm looking at him. He looking at me. The top of my car starts sinking in. I panic, throw it in reverse to try to get the car off the top of me. After his car flips back upright, he jumps out. I just, pull over to the side of the road, trying to get myself together. But at this time, my car is messed up. Now, from the accident, I went from no kind of pills a day to over 16 pills a day. And I was depressed. I had PTSD. I had anxiety. I had depression. I had all of these things. And I said to myself, I need to figure out how can I dig myself out. And I began to dig myself out just by reading and meditating and praying and doing all these different things. And then when that happened, I said, you know what? If I can do it, anybody can do it.
Yeah.
Anybody. Because there's nothing in life that's just so detrimental that you cannot dig yourself out. But that's just my belief.
Yeah.
And so the new devils, the new levels, no devils came New Year's Eve 2020 when I was laying in the bed with my wife and I gave her a kiss, and at midnight we were listening to the guns outside and we're watching Steve Harvey and we're laying in the bed and the ball is dropping, and all of a sudden I hear this voice in my head and it said, new levels, no devils. And I said, what? And it said, new levels, no devils again. And I'm like, well, what does that mean? Because I didn't know what it meant. It just new levels, no devils. And I took that to mean from that point on, which is now I've been doing it. Yeah. From that point on, I began to live my life on a whole new level with no devils. Copy. No devils of doubt, no devils of fear, no devils of I'm not good enough, no devils of I'm not worthy, no devils of I can't have what I want. None of those devils. Right. Yeah. And my life has changed.
Come on, man.
And the way that I talk now, I never was like this. I tell anybody, and anybody that really know me, I never was a talker. I never shared like the way that I share now, but my life is completely different. And I can see the changes that have happened because my life is different.
And you said you started at 2020. So we're not even a whole full, maybe not even a whole full year. So I'm in agreement with you, King, is because that's exactly what happened. The moment you started shifting your mind, right? You just start tweaking a little bit. God, let me look. This is what I tell people all the time. When you plan in an army of faith, right? And that's in whatever religion you in. I'm just gonna keep it like this. But when you plan in an army of faith, right? The end result is you already won. Only thing you got to do is wait to get your prize. So just keep running your race, right? Stay in your lane. There ain't no traffic in your lane. And once I begin to stay in my lane, you had to find your lane, but you found your lane. Watch this, in the wrong lane, right? You was in the right lane. Somebody got in the wrong lane that showed you a whole new lane of life.
A whole new lane of life, yes.
And you was in your right lane. So God has a way of what we talked about last week, Ms. Kim, emerging you through an emergency.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? You had an emergency, and through that emergency, he emerged you. Come on, man.
Come on, absolutely. We having church up in here tonight, and I really appreciate this. I feel so blessed to be amongst all of you kings. You know what I'm saying? That's bringing me even more strength. You know what I'm saying? So I really appreciate, and I'm honored to be here. We do have a Mr. D. You have an MPRD.
No, that's just my YouTube name.
That's your YouTube name? Okay, so we're going to take a pause for the cause, guys, if you don't mind. We're going to let Mr. D go ahead and introduce himself, if you will. Absolutely. Come on, bring it on, King.
I'm Nurse Denarius Spence. I'm here because I was able to meet Cal, and he was able to help me out and teach me, different lessons, how I could make money, build my credit, and just keep elevating in life.
Awesome. Well, welcome.
Hey, King, first of all, you need to be smiling because you just had what? Something just happened. What? Come on, man.
Oh, that's what's up.
Come on, man. Come on. You probably tired.
That's what's up. That's what's up.
All week.
Yeah, you probably tired.
That's your first one?
Yeah, this first one. What's her name? Tell her name.
Her name's Seven.
Why?
7.
Completion.
Ooh, that's deep.
So watch this. Listen to me. I can't make none of this up.
Wait. You just had a baby? You guys just had a baby?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Congratulations.
Thank you.
Look, her name is 7. His first baby is named 7. His first baby is named, if you look at it, is named Completion. That means last, right? When something complete, that's over, right? So watch this. Right now, basically when he was talking to me, and I had to break it down to him in the car. I said, King, I don't think you understand what you're doing. He's like, yeah, it's completion. I was like, but look, listen to me. This is what God is showing me. Like, you already starting with the end result. What did I tell you earlier today?
Yes.
The beginning of wisdom, the beginning of knowledge is fear. So, but fear, literally, fear comes from when you believe something is ending, right? So when something is ending, you gotta fear because you don't know what is going to happen next. So for him to think about the end result, completion, his first baby, to be like 7, which means completion, he's basically saying, I'm about to map my life out right now for the completion of what I'm about to bring my family through.
Yes,
You see what I'm
that's
saying?
big.
The completion of what I'm about to bring my family to. A lot of people don't complete it. It's incomplete. 7 means completion. So he already speaking life. My kid's name is Zachariah, which means God's remember. Zerel, God is my rock and promise. Come on. That don't even need to be explained. That means everything you say
Everything is
it's gonna
promised. Yeah.
happen. So I'm creative when I come up with things like this. Your daughter Sanaya, Joy, come on. Now 7, King. I don't know if you got kids, but the way that come on, I can tell the way that God move. We do everything with the purpose on purpose.
Yes.
So King, I want to say yet again, I salute you, yo, on becoming a father.
Absolutely.
You got 3 people right now that I will even say, even if y'all say no, I'm putting y'all in there that we're gonna hold you accountable, bro. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna hold you accountable as being a parent, as being a leader, and as being, you know what I mean, a husband, right? To your family. To your family. Thank you, King. You know what I mean? And continue doing your thing. I do know you wanted to join on here because you had some credit questions, right?
Oh yeah.
Copy. So we're gonna get to that, right? And then Glenn, I want you to explain to me how you transitioned from the whole accident into real estate.
Oh,
Right?
absolutely,
So I
absolutely.
want to see how we could bring your conversation and what the conversation is, and we talk about it all because these is real life situations, right? That everybody deal with. They just don't talk about it, King. You know what I'm saying? So I want to be able to talk about D. Let me see what you guys talk about credit, and then Rich, can you let me know how you
absolutely
from that to
absolutely because it's a wild story. So absolutely.
Copy. What's going on, D? Tell me what you got for us.
My question is, I want to know like how fast can you build your credit up, and why credit means so much right now? Like,
let me ask you this: do anybody want to take it?
I mean, I can always say, we're just going to be transparent. How fast can you build your credit up? You could be. It all depends on what's actually on your credit. If you don't have any credit, then I've seen people's credit go up within the first 30 to 60 days, just simply by building credit. I was able to help my son build his credit over 568 points within 31 days. And that's because we started building credit. Okay. Now, if you have jacked up credit, it's going to take a little while longer because now we got to start cleaning that thing up. You see what I'm saying? So I'd rather work with somebody without credit than opposed to somebody that's got jacked up a little while longer. And they don't understand that. They're over here saying, oh, Miss Kim, I need to buy a home. I need my credit done within 3 months. That's not being realistic.
That's not how it works, right?
Right. So it's like a fingerprint. Everybody's credit is individual. So if anybody else wants to piggyback off of that, take it away.
You got something, King?
Yeah. What I was just gonna say, as far as like the credit is, like I said, for myself personally, just knowing that you have credit is important, and when the earlier on in life that you really realize how important it is. A lot of people don't think that it is important, but it affects a lot of things that will happen later on in life. And for me, I didn't know how important it was until later on in life. And now having to go back and, it's better it's better now. But I'm saying that to say when you really understand it early on and don't jack it up. And then, people don't understand that there's good credit and bad credit. And not necessarily good credit and bad credit, but good debt and bad debt. Right. And if you know what I'm saying, if you're using your credit in the right way to build the wealth or to use it to do certain things other than just getting the credit to go buy a car, to go get, the TVs in the house or whatever it is that you're going to buy that's not going to create any kind of value, then yes, then you know what I'm saying, you have to just realize and early on that credit is very important. And even you still have to stay on top of it all the time, still. Yeah, because the numbers changed.
Right. So I totally agree with it. So D, do me a favor. Restate the question, right? Re-ask the question just in case somebody else is coming on here, and then I answer it for you too.
How fast can you build your credit up, and why is credit so important?
So he wanted to know how fast can he build his credit up, or somebody,
Wow.
and why is it important? So like everybody else was saying, it's pretty much off of, bro. What you got in your credit report? That's the real, like,
That's the real question.
like they got to look at your credit report. So whatever you got in your report is made off of any and everything that you try to apply for, whether it be some utilities, whether it be a car, a house,
Yes.
whatever it is that you apply for, and they ask for your social security number, that's going to be on your report, bro. Like what, like just flat out. So we gotta know how to look at our report, because our report determines our numbers, right? Because for instance, like right now, my credit is high sevens, but I mean, and I'm taking hits because I'm doing different things. But I get to the point now, they're like, Calvin, your credit is super good, but you got too many inquiries.
Inquiries, right? Yeah.
So, and I know the credit game. Listen to me. I did all that because all I'm about to do is and I already done disputed 30 of them already, right? look, y'all, real life, I'm about like 85. But not I mean, that's crazy as heck.
Even on the inquiries that you have now, like even fresh, or the older ones.
Yeah. That was the older ones. No, honestly, it was like 16. It was like 16.
Oh, okay.
Go ahead.
And real quick, we do have an inquiry removal kit, guys, that we could tell you about, that we can get those bad boys removed. Yeah. I got mine, like 16 of them removed within 3 days. So
really?
There is a tip and a trick to that. But go ahead, Cal.
But yeah, so basically that's why I did it, right? Because I knew we got ways to get up out of that, right? So we got ways to get up out of that. So I said all that to say this too, though. Like, so on my report, it shows that I had too many inquiries, right? So now I got too many inquiries. So now I had to understand inquiries. Now, if you don't know, now you're about to know. Inquiries is calculated to 2.5 points, right? So that's 2.5
each one?
Each one, yep, 2.5 points. Each inquiry you have is 2.5 points. Plus, you already know, your whole inquiries is 10 points anyway, 10% anyway, right? So at the end of the day, when you, and that's pretty much the new credit cards, inquiries, that's 10%. I had it right there on my phone. I forgot I had that, but yeah, that's 10%. So each time you even do an inquiry, that's 10%, right?
No, I'm good.
So you gotta think that's already 10% of your credit score, plus the inquiry is 2.5. You know what I'm saying? So that's 12.5 right there. But we don't calculate that stuff, right? Because we don't calculate that stuff. So bro, knowing what's on your credit report, right, can actually help you, right? And then all you gotta do is just call Equifax, Experian, and TransUnion. Before, you had to write letters, and I still say write letters. But I called them, right? I'm always on the phone with these guys. You could call them and let them know what you want to dispute. The first thing I will honestly say is what's on my credit report. Let's see what's on your credit report, right? You know, you get the free credit report. Let's see what's on your credit report. Once you see what's on your credit report, you can call them and let them know you want to update your profile. You know what I'm saying? Once you update your profile gonna have 3 different demerises. You know what I'm saying? Probably 4 or 5 addresses. You know what I'm saying? Probably 2 social numbers, you know what I'm saying, and a gang of phone numbers. Bro, you cut all that at 11111. You know what I'm saying? Like, nah, this is my real name, not my middle name, not none of that, whatever you feel comfortable with. So that's just cleaning it up yourself. Taking all that extra stuff. I don't live in this address. You know what I mean? That ain't me. Take that off. So that's just cleaning stuff off. Once you start cleaning your stuff off, right? Now your credit is free. I mean, you got nothing on it that's attached to you from when these bill collectors was calling you. Let's just say they was calling 123 Main Street, right? Because you owed a hospital bill. But you no longer live at 123 Main Street. You ain't lived there in 7 years. But because that address is attached to your profile, guess what? You still get hit with these with that. So what you got to do is go change your credit profile. I don't live at 123 Main Street. So anything that's attached to 123 Main Street, once they take it off, is not connected to you no more. So that credit bureau got to come off. That's the law. You see what I'm saying? And that's how you break through the barriers when you really want to educate yourself. So if you want to do the work, bro, like I said, we do got a kit that allow you to do it. But I would say credit profile, right? I mean, your report. And then also just getting like revolving credit cards, little small credit cards, and making payments on time and paying them things off and doing, keeping it underneath 30%. And that's going to help you build your credit up super fast, bro.
And one thing I was going to see, just ask you to touch on too, is like, even after you dispute something, and a lot of times they'll take it off, but then sometimes they'll try to come back. They'll sell it off, and then you know what I'm saying, and then somebody else will have it, and then they'll try to put it back on there and all those other things, and that's something else that you're gonna have to go back in again, and that's why you got to always be looking at your credit report and always to make sure that ain't nothing just popping up on there that somebody didn't try to go buy an old file or something like that and put it back on you. So that's something else that you know you got to always be on top of too. You know, is important.
Good question, D. Good question, King.
Thank you.
What else you got for us?
Let me see.
So look, let me ask you this: what made you want to even ask about credit? Like, what you going through? So we can try to.
I was just like trying to like building toward the future because I know sooner or later I'm gonna want a house. Probably more cars.
You got any credit cards or anything like that now?
I haven't applied for no credit card.
So so basically, all right. So let me ask you this: you got one car? No, you got two cars. Or how many cars you got as far as auto loans?
I don't know. One.
So you got one auto loan.
Mm-hmm.
Utility. They probably they ain't hitting your credit score. What I'm knowing that's really hitting your credit score is the auto loan. And then you have no credit cards.
No credit card.
You ain't got no house loans. None of that. What about school? What about school? Like school loans.
Student loans.
Nah, no school.
So watch it. You ain't got no credit. You don't got no credit.
Yeah.
You ain't got no credit card. You only got one auto loan, which is what I showed you how to go get. The Turo car, and you want to go get it. One auto loan, no student loans, no collections, none of that. So what we gotta do is, bro, your report should be smooth. We just gotta get your file, pull up your file, and see what's on there. Okay. Now, if your report is like that, all we gotta do is apply for you to get a credit card. You start utilizing that thing right now, bro. Your shit will start going up quick. Because now it's easier if you don't have credit to build credit. Like me. Your report clean from what we hear, right? I mean, hopefully it's what you said, but your report clean, bro. So that it's easy to come up, bro. Ain't nothing on you. You know what I'm saying? It's when you don't got no weight on you, you can easily get up. You know what I'm saying? But when you got weight on you, you gotta. It's a struggle.
It's a struggle, yeah.
Can I say something? I can help you. I work for not work for, but I do have a company, and I partnered up with a company by the name of Nove. That actually means new beginning. So I'm going to give you some freebies on how to build your credit real quick. I have all my clients subscribe to Self Lender. Okay, so what that is that's a savings account, and you can put anywhere in there from $25 to $250 a month on auto pay. Okay, so what that's going to help you with your utilization and your payment history. So for instance, I did one for $100 a month, but here's the kicker: at the end of your year, you get all that money back. So it's a savings account plus they're reporting to all three credit bureaus at the same time. Okay. So that's called Self Lender. Another one. Sure. Another one is called rental. We can take the last 2 years of your rental history and have them report that to TransUnion and Equifax. Okay. So get with Calvin or get with somebody so we can make sure that we get you the appropriate avenues and
you just need somebody to start reporting to your credit now. Yeah, nobody's reporting to it. So it ain't nothing good, ain't nothing bad. Only thing reporting to it is your auto loan.
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah.
And your auto loan is different because remember I told you got 4 versions of credit. You got a mortgage version, an auto version, a credit card version, and then just other loan versions. You know what I'm saying? So right now your credit card version, you don't got no credit. Your auto loan, you ain't got no home, the home credit, and you ain't got no installments and no student loans, so you ain't got another loan credit. So you gotta get all that stuff established, bro.
Yeah.
Okay, so there's self lenders, and I can give you a link to where we'll get credit for it once you go and enroll. It's super dope. I love it.
Okay. Yeah, I'm interested in that right there.
Okay, awesome.
I did not necessarily. I did have a question that you said something on when I came in on the tail end. You were talking about the Turo, and which is funny is because I use Turo myself all the time. When I go back and forth, I was supposed to get into the real estate. When I go back and forth between Atlanta and Cleveland, to do deals and whatnot. And I just was there, and I was just again, like I said, using Turo. But you were saying something about it, and I caught the tail end about, I guess having your own Turo cars all over the place.
Yeah. Yeah, I got cars in Atlanta. Ohio. I got cars all over Vegas here. Yeah, I got cars all over.
Wow. Okay. And then you just, I guess, rent them out like anybody else.
Yeah. I rent them out. Look, so it's just like real estate, King. So I do Turo is just the faster part of real estate. How I look at it, like, so it's the Airbnb of real estate, right? So all I do is just go get a house. I'm gonna go get a car underneath a mortgage, right, or quote unquote a payment. I use my credit. I just put it on Turo. Within that week or something, it's already, you got 30 to 45 days to make your first payment. Within that week, it's already being booked out.
It's already being booked out.
It's like immediately being booked out. I already knew how to price it, how to put it on there. I see what type of cars that, I feel like was needed. I feel like I look at everything in a fashion, like in the style. And I'm like, what is missing, right? Like, what is missing? And I'm like, all right, they don't got this car. They don't got this car. But the cars like they do got, and look, Turo is so dope. It's like Zillow. Right, and I'm gonna do a whole tutorial. They got their own little maps. You can see all the $25 cars, all the $50 cars, whatever you want to do. You just, you put it in there. You know what I'm saying?
Your criteria, right?
Yeah, exactly. So I started like playing with it. I'm like, oh yeah, this thing dope, right? So once I started doing it, man, I got into it, and I already knew like I wanted to do it, right? But I'm like, you know what? Let me go ahead and let somebody else go ahead and market and do stuff for me, right? So once I put it on the King, like it just went like bananas. So I just started partnering up with many different people out of state after I started teaching them how to go get the cars and all that. I said, well, look, I'm not going to charge you, but we can partner up. You know what I mean? Both make some money at the end of the day. You know what I'm saying? And that's what we begin to do. So
that's a beautiful stream of income right there. It never crossed my mind. And I'm telling you, when you said it, I immediately like, wait, what? I need to tap in on that.
Yeah. Listen to me, King. Like
stream of income
right now. I'm talking about Turo is pop like, and King, in Cleveland is needed in Cleveland. Ohio only got 36 cars in Ohio, in the whole Ohio on Turo.
Wow.
You can't book no cars though. You know what I'm saying? So people are looking. So now people want to try to book all these cars in Ohio for like super high. I'm like, no, listen to me. I'm gonna have the best product for the lowest prices. You know what I'm saying? So my thing is, I go like down in Cleveland. I got Audis, BMWs. You know what I mean? Like Malibus, and I'm selling them for the low. You know what I'm saying? We're renting them for the low, and people steady buying them. You know what I mean? Renting them out. And I'm like, man, look. This how you got it. Well, I don't have it in Cleveland, but I'm just giving you an example. Like in all my other little spots, I plan on having it in Cleveland. The only reason why I don't have it in Ohio yet is because I want to be able to have somebody I could trust down there. I'm from Ohio, but I want to be able to have somebody because it won't work if I ain't down there. Ain't nothing I can do. You know what I'm saying? Like
you gotta have somebody
right now, and that's one of the only problems that I can honestly say, like on my end, that when it comes to Turo, is not having the help and not having too many cars. You know what I'm saying? Like that's how I look at it. You don't got the help and you don't got the cars. So because either one of them, you're gonna need both of them, bro. You're gonna need help. And you're gonna need help. Yeah.
Wow, that's amazing. Salute for that for sure. Because like I said, I mean,
and one thing that I appreciate.
No, go ahead. I was just gonna say you hear all types of different little, hustles or new streams or whatever, but that's just something that I ain't heard nobody nowhere say.
I've been flipping them.
That's crazy. That's beautiful. What? Anyway, my apologies.
No, you're fine. One thing that I am getting from Calvin is to, excuse me, guys, is to not buy liabilities, start buying assets. So when you start doing that, then your world is going to be a whole lot brighter. I don't even care if it's a lawn chair. If I pay $10 for it, I'm taking it to the park and I'm going to rent it out for $2.50 for an hour. You know what I'm saying?
Thank you. Yeah. And I told her that, and she clicked it. I said, look, whatever you're gonna buy something, man, you better make sure it's an asset, not a liability. Like somebody else got some type of use. Because guess what? If you only just doing it for you, then don't be complaining to nobody else when you ain't got it. The best business in the world is helping. Somebody else needs your service. So get that. And look, if they paying for you to keep
it, your service,
if they paying for you to keep it, let them do what they do.
Yeah.
Credit. That's exactly what credit is. It's leverage. These people are helping you get to where you need to get to.
You want to, and I heard you say something about fear too. If you could touch on some fears that some people may have when it comes to credit, and why some people may may not have credit. Like, D, I don't know if you tried to apply for credit or if you ever thought about getting credit cards or whatever. You know what I'm saying? Have you had any kind of like fears like, nah, I really don't want to get into that because I don't want to mess up my credit and all this other stuff. You know what I'm saying?
Early on, I did because I had friends who got credit cards and they maxed them out. They're mad dealt. So I wanted to wait till like I felt like I was responsible enough, and I feel like I'm ready to get it because I know what I'm gonna use it for.
The fears. I don't know if you was asking me that.
Yeah.
The fears that I know that from experience and from just listening to everybody else's, the fear of washes of other people. That's the one. That's like the fourth. Like that's the fourth category in my book. The lack of the fear of support, right? The fear of lack of support, right? So when you don't have that support, then you got a certain type of fear, right? So for you, when you have other people who telling you that credit is messed up, you ain't got no good support, so you fear that it's gonna be messed up for you too. Because you don't know nothing about it, right? So that type of fear is a fear that allows that it really don't even exist. It only is just created because of your mind. But this is one of the fears that I always had. This was the fears that I always had was I didn't know how to use it. It was extra. They bad. Like a lot of people think credit cards is like
bad. The devil.
It's market a beast or something. And I'm like, nah, like you just don't know it. You don't want to read that fine line. Another fear is paying interest. Interest is not that bad if you understand it. You know what I'm saying? And I just caught a break, right? I just understood something. Like, and I'm gonna give y'all a little tip too, though, Miss Kim. I just learned this 2 weeks, well, not even 2 weeks, a week ago, and I did it, and it made my credit go up like 80-something points. And I'm gonna show y'all about that. But interest is not bad, right? So people be having a fear king of interest, having to pay them. I'm like, if this is how I tell people immediately and cancel all their fear. Once I hear all the stuff that they say, I say, so let me ask you this. You got a debit card? They're like, yeah, I got a bank card. It's like, how often you use that? I use that all the time. I was like, okay, so what do you get for that? I don't get nothing. Okay, so you work. And when you work, that money goes into your bank, and that's why you use your your debit card. They said, yeah. I was like, all right, so watch this. Just like you just work and you took that money and ain't get no credit for it, and you got to keep putting that money back into it, how about you do this? A credit card. This is the simplest way I can use a credit card. You use that credit card like you was going to use that debit card.
Yeah.
But you pay that debit card. You pay that credit card off with that debit card. So everything that you was going to do, right, with that debit card, you do with that credit card. And you use that debit card to pay off that credit card. And I said, now you're going to get the credit and you get to get the money right back. Because the moment, watch it, so you would never go broke. The moment, let's just say they give you a $300 line. You got $300 in your pocket, right? In your bank, and they got $300. You got a total of $600, right? Am I right?
Yeah.
So you get paid every month, or you net profit $300. So you $300 to the good, right? That's to the good. But you got $300 on your credit card. If you go to the gas station and you spend $30, instead of using your debit card, use your credit card. Pay in 2-3 days. Well, I say like 4 days. 4 days. Use that $30 and pay your credit card right back off.
Yeah.
Right. You was about to use it and don't get no credit and don't get no money back. The moment you use that $30 from your credit card, you have what out of $300, $270. So now out of $270, the moment I give you out of my bank account your $30 back, I get $300 right back. So now guess what? I got a whole another $300. So people got to start thinking about, it ain't my money, but it is my money because they gave it to me, so it's mine. It's leverage, right? It's leverage. So I just learned how to literally use my debit card use my bank card. My MasterCard like I was gonna use my debit card and pay it back. I ain't do nothing else extra. If I knew I was gonna spend $200 and that's something I do every month on a utility bill, guess what? My credit card is paying for that utility bill, and I'm paying my credit card off. And guess what? I'm getting credit for it now.
Yep. And like you said, and I'll touch on that too real quick because I learned that too. My wife just kind of showed me that same little trick not too long ago, but maybe about 2 months ago. But where we had got caught up, and you said give it about 3 or 4 days and then pay it. And what we didn't do the first time was we used it, but we paid it off. We just waited till the statement came and then we paid it off. But in that meantime, it had already hit the report that we had a high
That
usage.
you had a high utilization. And King, can I say
Yes.
something real quick? And you probably
Yes.
about to say it. See, what people don't understand is the statement date and the report date is different.
It's different.
It's different.
We had to figure that out.
So right. So you got a due date. You got at least 5 days after the due date that is going to report. So what I try to tell people, if your due date is on the 20th, make sure if you watch it, this is how you do a double tip. Make sure you pay a minimum due on the 20th, right?
Mm-hmm.
You know it reports. So the report got 2 different dates, an open date and a close date. So if your report date is the 24th, that open date, the 23rd, you pay that payment right then and there, or the 22nd, 23rd, right? Okay. So now the algorithm shows that you made 2 payments and it went up because on the due date, you only made your minimum due. But on the report date, while it was open, you made a big old deposit. So your score, 100% will go up dramatically. Because that's the algorithm, right? We ain't dealing with a person. We're dealing with an Oscar. This is a algorithm. You know what I'm saying? So once it see that, it don't know right or wrong. It just know, damn, it went up. You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
By the time it reported, because now my payment went from that 91 utilization, but damn it to 2 now because I made a big ass payment. So how that look now? It went from 91 to 2. In a matter of a couple of days. So now the algorithm pushed up. So yeah, you want to make sure you make that payment right before that. So King, that's exactly what that's what that.
And like I said, we it was a trial and error for us. You know what I'm saying? Like when she brought it to me, it was just we instead of using the debit, use the credit. We like okay, boom, and we doing everything. We are not worried about paying it off. But she didn't bring all the information to say that in a couple of days. Right. But once we started doing it like that, like he said, the scores just really just start changing and all booming.
So look, this is what we do because we already at our hour. This is what we're gonna do. I want to invite you again, King, if you want to, next Thursday, right? Next Thursday, I want to bring you back on. I want to talk about how you transition from your your book to real estate, right? And then we're gonna talk about more credit because I believe that, bro. You stand in Atlanta right now.
Yeah. Absolutely.
Okay, so our office is down in Atlanta. Everything is in Atlanta. Okay. So listen, King, we're gonna get you tapped in. If you're not already tapped in, educated, like we all gonna grow together.
Yes.
If you're not doing that, and Lord willing, bro, most definitely, I want to see if you can hop on next Thursday.
Oh yeah, most definitely.
Come with some more questions, right? Because we love this stuff. Come with some more questions. And if y'all got people, right? I don't care how many it is, boy, girls, no matter. Kids need to learn this. Bring them
knowledge is wealth. You gotta learn. You gotta learn. Yeah.
Bring them on, invite them on, and let's continue on growing. Because, like I said, I know we got people out there, and my DMs will start going off. But this is what changed people, right? Because we want to be the change we want to see. So I appreciate you guys for coming on. Like I said, this is our show, Miss Kim. You can go ahead and tap us out. And look, you already know it's a neighborhood. It's neighborhood movement, not a monument. My grandma's never gonna be respected.
Yeah, absolutely.
Amen. Yeah. But yep, I want to thank everybody once again for tuning in to Thursday Night C.R.E.A.M with Kim's Credit Leverage, where I teach you how to leverage what you have in order to get what you desire. Join us every Thursday night at 6 p.m. Mountain Time, 8 p.m. Eastern. We'll see you next week. You guys have an amazing night.
All right. Peace.